Now it's recording. Now
okay.
It's recording. Because I was doing something else.
The only thing I'm worried about is the timing between this right now. Because that's probably... I hope that doesn't die. Because...
It'll be fine.
I'm just
He'll figure it
worried
out.
that one's going to die.
He'll figure it out.
No,
Don't worry.
What are you worried about?
That dying.
It'll be fine.
While we wait.
That's brand spanking new.
What
Don't
do
worry
you
about it.
wait for what?
No, because sometimes, before we get to the end, it just dies.
Well, I don't know how long the SIM card is on it, but I have 2 batteries that are both charged.
Oh.
The batteries probably, each battery probably lasts 4 to 6 hours.
It's really only important for these ones. Other than that, I really don't give a
And it's probably going to be fine. It's probably going to be absolutely
But-
100% fine.
We have had specials where we didn't finish something like a project and then it died.
Yeah, well.
Just so I have 2 batteries for this camera charged, and I have this whole other camera. The old camera's still charged, ready to go. Also, so there's really
So we'll be able to get it all.
there's almost anything can happen.
We'll be fine.
I'm not even stressed yet.
Like gray sky, hello blue. There's nothing can hold me when I hold you. You feel so right, it can't be wrong. Rocking and rolling all week long. These days are I'm being free. These days are
It's the late night.
Yep, we should jingle the bells to start the show.
It's the Jingle Bells. Hello!
Hi,
It
everybody.
is the MAWPCAST 1 Late Night Podcast.
That's right.
Archimedes. Welcome.
It's the MAWPCAST radio program, just like she said. You heard it. I'm Potter.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Pirate Ashlee Marie.
Yeah, we come here every Halloween and do a podcast for you. This is our second Halloween podcast this season.
This is our Spooktacular extravaganza.
Yep,
Yes.
that's right.
Ginger's excited.
Uh-oh.
Yep,
Ginger wants to say something.
yeah. There you go.
That's your chance. You're in the spotlight, Ginger. Say it.
Nope, don't
Say
get her
it.
excited.
Yeah, don't get her
Don't get her
encouraged.
excited.
All right.
Just relax.
All right.
Go back to sleep. You're not missing anything.
No, but we are here for another special round of Halloween
Yep.
greatness. One of my favorite times of the year. Most favorite times of the year, anyway. I will say, though, there's something about Christmas. I used
Knock it off. No.
to
no,
not
no,
like
no,
Christmas
no,
that
no,
much,
no.
and now I'm kind of like,
That's perfect way to ruin Halloween is by bringing up Christmas
no,
already.
then why
Come
do you
on.
think that they have Christmas in July?
Because trying to make money. They're trying to make money. It's got.
Wait, why
No.
do they have Christmas
I mean,
in
there's
July?
still
Is that an
Thanksgiving.
actual reason? Is there a reason?
Yes, that's all it is. It's about money.
Really?
Yeah. That's a sale.
So-
Sale at like the Bon or something.
That's true. Everything's
Yeah.
on sale because it's halfway through the year and nobody wants any
Or at
Christmas shit.
Macy's or whatever.
That's true. Not like I said. I love all of it.
And anything that has to make money to sustain themselves will, at times where they aren't making enough money, do some kind of promotion to say, "Hey, spend money here.
Yeah.
Do something."
You will literally
we're-
get this $250 polar bear set for $10.99.
That's right. But we're dying over here. Please help us out.
Yeah, that's. I will say though, what I love about season change is the overall change in the atmosphere.
Yeah.
It's like everything changes. It's people's auras. The world feels different. The air feels different. Just everything. Everything feels different. So that's my favorite part of the season change.
Yep, change is good. It's good to embrace change.
But for some reason, though, when it gets close to like April and it's like dark and gloomy for like 2 months straight, 3 months straight, then you're like, man, all right, we need some sunshine or something. We need another season change. But we've been very lucky this year with all this hot sun in Washington State.
Yeah, it's been a wonderful year.
Yes, we don't normally, for those that don't live here, we do have summers, like we do, but normally our summers are like high 80s, 90s. But the last couple of years we've had like 110, like just crazy hot weather, and this summer has not ended. Normally by this time, it's pouring down rain.
It's supposed to be 80 on
windy,
Saturday and Sunday.
And it's just not like that here
What the hell's
right
going
now.
on?
It's so hot during the day. It's freezing right now.
It's like, well, yeah, at night it is.
Yeah, but at night, it's like, it's cold.
But to me, it's like we're turning into like, what would this be, like Southern Oregon?
Yeah, Northern
Yeah.
California.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah.
like I put it to most people, we can grow weed outdoors now. We didn't used to be able to grow weed outdoors, but now we've got a full weed growing
Yeah,
season.
it's like totally, and because a few years ago when we were still having those really cold summers and shit, our plants sucked.
Yep.
Yeah.
We had some bad
Yeah,
couple
it was
years.
terrible. This year was actually pretty good.
Yeah, we did great this year.
Yeah. This year's
I am gonna be proud of that because man, this shit is hard. People act like doing plants and that kind of thing is easy. It's not. It takes a lot of science, a lot of time, a lot of love, and the right weather. And
Patience.
they can't be males or something. You know, there's all the drama.
Yeah.
So I didn't even know what the hell that meant. He came out freaking out. He's a male, and I'm like, what the hell's the problem with that? You know, but
Big
there's a lot of
problems.
logistics with all that stuff. So
Yeah.
I'm very happy with our.
So what do we got going on here?
So we do have spooky surprises today. We have some bags. So Chris,
Sorry.
go ahead and grab that bag.
'Kay.
Potter, go ahead and grab the orange bag.
Okay.
And then I will grab that one. So that's one. Okay, everybody open up their baggies.
All right.
So, once we get it open, I'll explain.
Fine.
Of
It's a
jack-o'-lantern.
pumpkin.
I gotta pick that one.
It's a casket. This is an extra one. This is extra.
Ooh, I might paint a bat.
He wanted it a bat, so.
Mini cheese balls.
Yeah, look, but they're Halloween. Okay, I know that you guys get the containers, the big, like clear gallon. I don't know. They're heavy. They're big. But the big, what are they called? Oots? I don't even know what it's called. The cheese balls, but they've been around for like hundreds of years. Anyways, these little balls are even smaller. They're literally like the size. I can't even describe. They're so little. They're little balls. It's amazing. They really are mini.
They're micro balls.
Yeah. I've just never seen them so small in my life. It's just very interesting. Yeah. Yeah. They're really mini.
So they're Uts.
Are they called Uts?
I don't know.
Are they Oots? I think they're Oots.
I don't know.
But I could be wrong.
I've never heard
Hey,
of this.
down in the comment section, tell us, is it Uts or Oots? We'd like to know.
They are, in fact, tiny little cheese balls.
Look how
Yep,
little.
They are.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Try them now.
They're not bad. I like them.
I didn't care for them too much.
Christopher.
That's why I'm
I
not
gave-
eating. I just want Potter to eat one first.
You have to
so I
eat
said
like
that.
20 at a time. You can't just eat
No,
one.
you don't have to eat
No,
20
you
times.
don't want to eat 20
No,
at a time.
you gotta
because,
put the whole thing in your
No,
mouth.
you only
There's
eat one at a time.
One's kind of a whole handful's like
No, I don't know, man. I was sitting in the hot tub the other night, and because it's hot tub season right now is the best because it's cold out, and so you go outside, it's like perfect. Anyway, I was sitting out there, and I had a whole bag of those, and I just kept eating them. I didn't think there was anything wrong with the Oots.
They're
But-
just like the cheese balls. It's just a cheese ball.
Okay.
I got a ceramic Frankenstein, so I'm gonna paint an ornament.
Cute.
But I actually brought regular paint because usually these, and I think it's dried out, probably 100%. I've had these for a couple of years. That's a wonderful thing
this
about
a
the
used
dollar store
paintbrush?
people. You go and buy stuff and you save it for a couple of years and then you use it.
Is this a used paintbrush?
That one is, yeah.
I was going to say that. I don't even
But
know.
all of the paintbrushes are used. Of course they are.
Okay.
So yeah, we got these little guys going, and we're gonna paint those. We'll see how that goes.
Sweet.
But yeah,
I don't ever eat things like this anymore. Cheese balls. The
well,
things with
It's
too
a-
much
What's
cheese
your
on them.
impression
it's a
of the cheese
special
balls?
occasion.
Yeah, it's a party.
It's a party, and it's not a party without cheese balls. And I don't have candy, but I tried. So All right. Well, I think we should get this set up and take a little song break.
Okay.
And then we'll be back.
What's in this box? The mystery box.
Paint.
Paint.
What's more paint?
No more paint.
Just paint. It's just paint.
All right.
Spooky.
What was living behind that boy's eyes was purely and simply evil.
All Hallows Eve and I broke it down in Haddonfield. Just want a motel room, a six-pack and a good meal. In the beginning, everything seemed to be okay. Body started dropping and New Hometown went insane. Come on, let's die. Whoa. Hotel room, I know now that death is near. Make my amends, we got above and swill my last beer. Get him a look that he's done it for Jamie Lee. Michael Myers hates rock and roll, you know he's come for me now. Come on, let's die. Whoa.
If you'd rather be alone, let it be known, confirming my worst fears. Rain won't let me steer I want. So unimpressed by my own heart. Rain won't let me steer I want. So unimpressed by my own heart. Rain won't let me steer I want. So unimpressed by my own heart.
IJ, these motherfuckers trying to play me. I said cause I came with some mellow shit, I must be soft. But now, it's time for young ACE to break these niggas off something real proper like. Understand me. See, I was raised from the T, raised to bust niggas daily. And now, Eric G, throw them sounds on. Motherfuckers, now what's up now? You fucked around and you tried to clown. Tried to say that so niggas will come up quick, get done up quick. Now who's up next to start shitting in your drawers? Cause I knows they dirty. Fucking around with niggas that ain't afraid of earth. Or the visions of the shit that I be blasting, mashing. Infrared up on your dome, niggas outlasting me. Impossible, cause I'm a dropper hoe. Either way it goes, it's like chitty chitty bang bang. It's a deuce thing if I die. Shows no pity, why I bury my soul in a gangster city. Niggas in and up dead fucking with me. Niggas saying that I'm fake cause I'm claiming a G. From the TACMOA, where all of them OGs down with me. From the streets of the T, a real G. From the streets of the T, you from the streets of the T. Now it's time to sing a real G. From the streets of the T, you from the streets of the T. Now it's time to sing a real G. From the streets of the T, you from the streets of the T. Now it's time to sing a real G. Check this shit out. Got quoted on the set in '89. Fucked around with the shit, messing with the crooked eye. Smoking on the beanie just to let my mind go. Nigga told me one time, now it's time to go low. LOCs, BGs, and now OGs. Niggas taught me the ways of the T-Town streets. Came up after years of shit, no tears. And I buck niggas down cause the caps get peeled. At will, got no love for no weak ass wannabes. You wanted to fuck around, niggas falling from the trees. It's that nigga 5'5", breaking you down like that shit do or die. Now, tall niggas like to talk shit, and 4 clips will leave a tall nigga in a ditch. Maggots of your body is on. Tacoma SGs putting nothing but the 9 chrome. You from the streets of the T, now it's time to see a real G. From the streets of the T, you from the streets of the T, now it's time to see a real G. From the streets of the T, you from the streets of the T, now it's time to see. From the streets of the T, you from the streets of the T, now it's time to see a real G. From the streets of the T. If I die, show no pity. Bury my soul in a gangster city. Say why if I die? Show no pity. Bury my soul in a gangster city. Ran up, got done up. Niggas be setting the fuck up. Cause now it comes. That nigga that's ready to buck up. Got the 9 on my side. Ready to ride. Doing a little dip up through the east side. Niggas bout to die. Bloodshed on the concrete. Niggas see it's bouncing like guns in the back of my truck. It's the beat that funk, that G-funk, that rock. Now how many motherfuckers down to die? Tried to claim the game, tried to claim the same, but it's only one motherfucker loped in the game. Curl, afro, either way it goes. Got tennis shoes on, even wearing jabots. And I smile through the town with the 64. Got a 79, just to let you know. If the motherfuckers wants to be, they run up to me, I got to serve. Motherfuckers real heat, like Sally Sell is song. When I bust with the chrome, motherfuckers going crazy, straight low to the dome. Now it's time to see a real G from the streets of the T. You from the streets of the T. Now it's time to see a real G from the streets of the T. You from the streets of the T. Now it's time to see real G from the streets of the T. From the streets of the T.
Bark at fucking Blue Oyster Cult.
Might have been Godzilla or King Kong.
Oh, I'm like, seriously? No.
King Kong's up there wrecking things, and so she's like trying to protect you from King Kong. That's all.
Oh, you being a good girl. Man, I think I'm freaking killing this. Look
Yep,
at my pumpkin.
good job.
Look at that.
All right.
You can do this for a living.
I don't know about that. No.
Bit pumpkins on Frankenstein. We're back.
We're back? Oh, wait, hold on. I gotta jingle my bells. Jingle. I liked it. That was feisty.
Yep.
Oh, Christopher's is looking good so far. All right, we are back from
We are.
break.
We are.
We'll let Potter tell you guys the songs, and then we'll give you an update on where we're at in life.
Okay. Yeah, the songs we just played, see if I remember any of them. We played Knives and Pumpkins by Spooge. That was a song we just heard.
Yeah.
We heard
awesome.
Young Ace. He did Streets of the T. I remember we'd heard that one too. Oh, I can see him now. That's kind of cheating. But Batangas did My Old Haunts.
I like their name.
Yeah. Murder Weapons did Jigsaw. And Psycho 78 started it off with Come On, Let's Die.
Oh, let's die.
Yeah.
That's as good as I can do.
In the spirit of Halloween. But it's not really a dying. It's like more of a death and rebirth, right? It is the spirit of change, as we were talking about earlier. Seasons change.
Seasons
and you to let things go.
change. Guess what? I'm sorry, I gotta say this. We're gonna see the Scorpions tomorrow, and my heart is racing right now because I'm literally across from the Tacoma Dome looking at it.
Yep.
Going, man, tomorrow is gonna be one of the best days of my life. I am upset though that Whitesnake isn't gonna be there, and if Whitesnake doesn't tour again, I seriously am gonna freaking.
I guess he's got some serious health problems right now.
I know he's got a lot of stuff going on. That's why I think this is it, and I'm sad, and that's why I bought the tickets.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I know that a lot of these guys are on their, on their last tours and stuff. They've
Yep.
been touring forever. I mean, years and years and years, way beyond my life, you know. So, but it's hard because one, they're expensive, so you have to pick and choose. You can't always go to the ones, you know, that you want to. But I really wanted to see Whitesnake because Whitesnake was the main reason I got into music, really, because I watched some of VH1 Classic and I just fell in love with the 80s. I was like, oh my god, who are these fucking people? Like, and they would only play Whitesnake, Scorpions, that
Yes.
same rotation, Rat. That was the rotation, like, all the time, so I'm sad I'm not gonna have my moment. I think that's really my thing, but I'm happy that I'm still gonna get to see the Scorpions.
Yeah.
Yeah. They have replaced them with the all-girl metal band, so we'll see how that goes.
Cool.
I'm excited about it. No offense, not as excited, but we'll see. We'll
Yeah.
give you guys an update.
It's not Whitesnake, but
No.
Yeah.
No. And I kind of was like, man, couldn't they put, like, fake Dio on or something? Like...
a hologram.
Well, they actually Dio tours, but it's obviously
Yeah.
So
band.
without Ronnie,
Yeah.
but it's just Dio, and they call themselves Dio still.
Well, you know,
It's a hologram.
technically he called the band Dio, and it had nothing. Like he would have said the same thing.
yeah,
The band is Dio. I'm not Dio. The band is Dio. Like
but isn't that his name?
Ronnie James Dio is his
his
stage
last
name.
name,
Yeah.
Well, so that really wasn't his name. Like,
I think it's probably his real last name is probably like Dianopoulos or something. You know,
something.
something long.
That's pretty badass. That was a good name that you just made up.
Thanks.
Dinopolis. I like it.
But it was probably something long and ethnic, and he probably changed it. Like, have you ever seen his like old stuff, like his doo-wop stuff?
No,
Oh, you know he was a doo-wop singer.
I had no idea.
Like, I mean, he looks like. Well, we gotta look up some of this stuff now because
I never
you'll
uh,
if you
You'll trip out.
it's something like this. Yeah, it'll like blow your mind.
Yeah.
He was like
It's like Sammy Hagar when he very first started out. When you see pictures of him, you just like go, "Whoa!"
Really? Oh yeah. Well, Sammy Hagar did look a lot different when I have seen pictures of Sammy before. But no, I did not know that Dio was a doo-wopper.
Yeah.
See, this is a picture of him.
He looks like a little Elvis. Guys, look up Ronnie James Dio on the Google. Look up baby him. He looks like Elvis. That 1950s, just that look. Should I have put boots on him or I don't know. He's green.
Ronnie and the Prophets.
So, look how wholesome they are in their little suit.
Yeah, this is before he found Satan.
They sound good.
Yeah, he sounds great. He's got a fucking
so
amazing voice. He just
good.
always had an amazing voice.
No, I like that.
Yeah, we can't really hear a lot of it.
No, we
'cause
can't really. And then fudging copyrights.
We have our own issues that we.
Yeah, we got our own problems
Yep.
here. I can't even sing a song for 10 seconds without getting flagged. Well, start singing some Tom Jones. It's not unusual to be lonely. Flagged!
Chris, have you been keeping up with this Lord of the Rings? Have you watched it all?
Well, him and his mom were
just
literally in
finished
his
it today,
in his room
and it
when I
was
came home
amazing.
today.
I thought it was
finishing
so
it.
freaking cool.
It has some cool things. It has some, like, I mean, there's reasons why the Tolkien community is kind of upset.
Yeah, I mean, I get from if you are like hardcore into it and you know everything about it, then I could see what there is issues. But from a guy that's just from
Chris just likes the stories,
I just
everybody.
I get it.
like the movie aspect
Like-
of it, the story aspect of it.
So it's one of the few things where like I'm largely indifferent about. I'm accepting of it. Like it is fine. At the same time, I understand it's not fine. Like boy, boy, like
Yeah.
the and we're gonna spoil a bunch of this right now. Let's
Spoilers.
the the whole thing with. So if you're really, some of this is just nitpicky stuff. It's not totally, doesn't matter. But like for instance, the guy who ends up being a wizard, right?
Yep.
Those wizards don't come along until the third age. This is the second age. So there's technically not supposed to be any. That doesn't matter. You can fudge that. That's okay.
No, you can't. Because
Well,
when
is it-
you look at that, and when
it
you know that, if
Sauron
you're
a
making
wizard?
a show about the Lord of the Rings, I'm sorry. Sometimes you guys were like, okay, I'm not Chris. I
bend
love
the
you.
rules.
I'm not. I'm just saying, seriously, if you're going to make a show, and literally on Lord of the Rings, where there's books, there is movies, there is 5,000 billion ways for you to fact check your shit, and you still can't fact check the bitch.
Well, they fact checked it. I'm
Ashlee
sure.
rant.
But they
101.
they
Hold on. I just feel like there's certain things. It's just like with Star Wars that irritates me. They do the same thing. They keep making these stories and they keep adding.
Uh-huh.
They've completely lost some of their facts.
Yes.
And they've lost their stories are starting not to make sense because all they want to do is produce all these stories without actually putting everything together to make it make sense.
Yeah.
So,
It's
sorry,
like
haven't watched the show. I'm just putting out my thoughts of that.
An example of that is in Star Wars, in the sequel trilogy, the last trilogy they made, Force Awakens and all those, they changed rules in
Right.
Star Wars. Like they changed the rules of how light speed works. So now all of a sudden you can light speed and then skid onto a planet. The fuck you can.
It's just, but that's the thing. It's like, I get it. I get wanting to expand and have people enjoy, and like, I get it. And I'm not trying to be a hater on it because it's brought a lot of joy in our house.
Get it.
Like, and Chris watching it with his mom every day has been really cute.
Yes.
And I love that they're enjoying that.
Yep.
But I still think that if you're going to make a show, you need to have more thought in that process, especially a show like this. It's
Well-
not like you're creating a show and
Yeah.
making mistakes. You're literally making a show based on something that there's no way to mess up on. You can't mess it up.
Well, there technically is, and here's part of why is that they don't have the rights to everything that they're trying to tell the story of. So I'm part of the reason I'm okay with it is because they're not lying to me. They're telling me exactly what they're doing. Like they're saying we have the rights to the Lord of the Rings, we have the rights to the Hobbit, and in the Lord of the Rings books there are notes on the Second Age. Now they're telling us stories in the Second Age. So.
Now, why don't they have all the rights?
Because
There wasn't any. It's a story.
No, there are. They just don't own the Silmarillion. They didn't buy the Silmarillion. That wasn't included in the deal they got. So the deal Amazon got was for the existing properties that have already been.
I just feel like then they shouldn't.
So now I get it because people are pissed off about how it's done, but they don't own the rights to write it the way that it was truly done because they don't own the rights to it.
Then I'm gonna have a controversial question.
Okay.
Why even go there then if you don't have the rights to everything to make the
Well,
story accurate?
They made up their own version.
They're just making it for money then. They're not making it for
and entertainment.
Well, now you could say that they're just making it for money, but there is definitely art going on here. And even like, so I'm one who would really often be really nitpicky about the exact thing they're doing. It's the exact thing I don't want from Hollywood stuff, from my stories. That's not what I want. I want adaptations of my stories.
Right.
But and I understand why people are so upset, but this isn't as horrible. And at the same time, there are issues. Like, there are definitely issues. It's like sometimes cringy issues. It's difficult to deal with, but it's still like, it's okay. I want to let them continue and see where they go. But like, so to get to some of the specific details, like they got this guy who ends up being Sauron. They've tried to like tease that he was, but say that he wasn't the whole time. Now he ends up being, all right. Okay, he's Sauron. And the way that it all came about and these rings were made, well, they haven't shown us the other rings made yet. So
Yeah, because was there a fourth ring?
okay, so there was 9. There was
rings.
9 rings for people, 7 rings for dwarves, 3 rings for elves. So they didn't get like
So 3 rings for elves?
yes.
So maybe that's what the next
Well, that's what we just saw.
series are.
We just saw those 3 rings for elves get made.
Yeah. But I'm just saying maybe the other rings.
But these other rings would have been made first.
Do you need orange?
Okay.
Oh, do you need the orange?
Uh-oh.
That might be the SIM card
All
because I don't know how long the SIM card is.
All right.
So we'll just go ahead and
Do
use
some
this
checking.
one.
We're doing a swapsies. This is where you go technical difficulty.
Yeah, we'll put up that little
That little please
cloud.
stand
Yeah,
by.
exactly.
Please stand by. This is the MAWPCAST 1 podcast, and we'll be right back.
So yeah, the guy that's Sauron ended up being Sauron, and
I know that tripped me out too, because at first I was just like, I knew he was something, but I didn't, because he was with all those other people, so I just didn't understand, in the beginning.
yeah,
But then at the end, it made sense to me at the end. I was just like, oh shit, okay.
so Galadriel, she knew the person. Okay, so in the lore, in the books of Tolkien, there's a person named Anatar, who is Sauron in disguise, and this Anatar is super beautiful and nice, and everyone seems to like him, except for Galadriel doesn't really like him, and another person doesn't really like him. They're like, I don't really trust this guy. But he's the one who teaches them how to make rings, and they make all these rings, and they don't make the elf rings until a long time later, until the end, until they've mastered their craft. And the elves actually make their rings in secret from him, but because they're starting to not trust him at some point, I believe. I could be getting this wrong, but so when the elves first put on their rings for the first time, then that's when they become aware of who Anatar really is, because as it turns out, he's had a hand, since he taught them how to make the rings, and he's had a hand in making the rings, that he's got like a hack into all of their rings. Like they all made them with his technology, his power, whatever, his skill.
Right.
And so they become aware of him, and they say, oh, we can't wear these. We can't use these because he'll know where we are and what we're doing. And so they hide them. And so none of that is... Now, some of this will probably play out and be told in future seasons, for sure. But...
So was there a one ring that ruled them
Yes,
all?
yes, Sauron created that last to control all the other rings. But he ran into problems like... Humans, the men, were easily corrupted. Those rings worked. They all became the ring wraiths, the 9 rings he gave to them. Dwarves weren't corrupted by magic like that. They just made them more greedy, and that's all it did to them. But they ended up getting lost. Most of those other dwarf rings, and then the 3 elf rings, they kept them safe and hidden. The guy in the show that we see, Celebrimbor, he ends up giving his ring to Círdan the shipwright, who gives that ring to Gandalf. And okay, so another thing about this story is the mithril. The elves need mithril to live. No, they don't. That's totally made up. They don't need mithril to live. It's not going to make their spirit, last longer or whatever. It has no healing properties of that sense. That's all mumbo jumbo. The whole myth about the Balrog and the whatever fighting, and that's all silly made up stuff. But their show's okay,
Like I said, folks, didn't watch it. Just went on a little rant there.
Yeah, you don't have to watch it. You don't have to watch it. It's okay.
Well, that's why I just, yeah. Seen it, been there, done it,
Okay, so
over it.
I had thought that was the case with that SIM card, is that it looked like it was only an hour long, and that's what it was. Now, there could be settings to make it stretch out longer.
1 hour. Hi, everybody. Look, we're back.
Yeah, with the good old camera.
We're back from the standby. All right, everybody give an update on where we're at here. On our Halloween extravaganza.
Getting it back.
Picking a pumpkin here.
Oh, that turned out pretty orange.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Wow, Chris. I'm very impressed.
Well, I want to paint around the edges red.
Why are we all doing so good?
So
Oh, bitch. Right when I said that. I
give red
fucked up.
eyes, but I don't know about how that's going to turn out.
I'm trying to make his shorts, but it's kind of hard. If you guys need the water, I have it over here, by the way. For your brushes.
Oh, yeah.
What did we watch the other night? Oh, we watched, what's his name? Richard Price? Who's Richard Price?
Richard Pryor.
Pryor, right? With the movie House on Haunted Hill. Who was that? Who am I thinking of right now? Not Richard Price.
Richard.
Vincent Price?
Vincent Price. There we go. I was like, who? It's close. But yeah, we watched House on Haunted Hill. It was one of my very first black and white films I ever
see.
seen. But we watched that outside in the projector
Creepy.
screen. Midnight when I got off work. It was spooky. We're having a Halloween party, and I found I don't know if anyone's ever heard of this flavor before. I sure have not. Blood orange margarita. So I thought that would be very spooky.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna make a spooky punch with it.
Yeah. Blood orange. I have heard of blood oranges.
No, I've never, and I was like, wow, that's very interesting. So I got it. And then Chris's mom made goulash for dinner. So I looked at her and I said, oh, that's very ghoulish.
Uh-huh.
I
Good one.
thought so. It came on top of my head.
Yep.
I don't know if anyone's ever made that one before.
You're a natural.
But in my lifetime, I've never heard it. So
Ghoulish goulash.
ghoulish. Holy shit! I should make that for the party. Just put some noodles and meat in the pan. Call it good.
So I've not been using water to clean my brush because I've been using the same these tiny little ones. So I'm not.
Yeah.
He's using the full-on kit.
Yep. It's stock. Right.
As long as it works. A lot of this paint's dried out. I need new paint. It's been a few years. I probably bought a lot of this stuff like 5 years ago. But I'm one of those people. I'll go to the store, buy all this stuff that I will need one day.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's like, I don't know. I'll get a little bit deep here. I think when you kind of grow up poor, it's one of those things. It's like when you actually have money, you think of all the things that you needed or potentially wanted or whatever. And so when you have the money, you're just like, woo! You know, you gotta use it because you just feel like you're never gonna have that money again for some reason. It's a weird. I think that's a psychological thing. But
there's a lot of similar and different things like that.
yeah,
That go with what is the word? Scarcity. When you live with scarcity, you develop all kinds of different.
weird.
Yeah.
I was gonna say something. It had to do with that. But then I was looking at this little spot in my shorts and I forgot about it. Oh my God. Well, no, that's why. Okay, so a lot of the time when people talk to me, I always talk about numbers. I'm not good at math, so I don't mean it like that, but I mean everything it's always about how much it costs. I will tell you exactly how much something costs, and I'll tell you how it compares to somewhere else. And some people think that's very weird. Like, they'll give me a compliment, and I'll say, "Oh, thanks. It was only $15.99 in Walmart," and they're like, "Can't you just like accept the compliment? Why do you got to tell me like how much it costs?" And it's just it comes out that way
You're
because
trying to be helpful.
But I think it comes down to I'm always thinking about the cost of things, money, and that kind of thing. I can't not do that. I know your computer's being it's not being nice, but I think it's song time.
Okay.
It's song time. Get your spooky pants on. Get your ghost wife out. And let's dance in the living room. Woo!
So you know it's a girl who's new in town. Well, you better watch
Devil's on my heel, chasing me down. Once what I got, I ain't got much. I ain't got much. Empty up above, cool down below. East took his lungs, she got his soul. He ain't got much. No, he ain't got much. And we're not leaving empty-handed. You hit me from the side, Mama said that you would, but I could see it in her eyes. Tears for what could have been, but I'm not the one. A trigger finger on the gun. No, I'm not the one. We're not leaving empty-handed. So give me back my sanity. He packed his bags, he left her stranded. I'm not leaving empty-handed. So give me back my sanity. And you packed your bags, you left me stranded. And I ain't got much. I ain't got much.
Tagtown, born and raised in Tagtown, thought you knew. From Packard down 19 to Jackson Avenue. Tagtown, a
true fraction. I kick you out of the gang and then I jump you back in. Sweet as sorghum, way out of proportion. My servant shine the porcelain. My lapdog is yapping, I'm snoring. I love the poorly educated. I'm an intrepid native. The basin wastelands I formerly designated as such because I can. Face it, I'm like a tax attorney searching for your faces. Damn, doing more white than racist.
Greatest of my generation, mind destroyed by madness. Lacing up my Charles Taylors, I'm Pacific average. You're Pacific average, I'm a freaking maverick. You're alone on Twitter on some pickle Rick and bad shit. Yeah, I'm still rapping for the back of the class kids. The Tacoma sad girls and Adderall addicts. So get in your last ditch and those lateral passes. It's a battling tack that leaves you rattled and smashed a bit.
West Tacoma, born and bred, embedded since I wore my cats. Quartered and headed to Reddit. Let them at the border headed. Roaring back to save the city. Threat level is more than red. Pouring out glasses of pity cause you shut the port his head. Torn to shreds. You're the eagle when he's soaring red. Head to head with three of us. Best prepare for instead. Opposite of those obstinate obstacles, not foreign led. So instead I'll back this horse until the metaphor is dead. I take a Valium, bones are low in calcium. Holding in a Babylonian, a Falbian again. I'm the boss, liking me to Sephiroth. You hear the crotch, I cook the broth. I flow, slow, like sloth, straight to the cross. Cause I'm riding over the Rubicon, pulling out hearts like motor rum. Assuming human forms, eating planets like Unicron. Scribbling the rats in cuneiform, moving on. I'm a neutron bomb, but I haven't been gone long. Rats I'm puking on.
Bruises from nooses loosen, the crew keeps it loose. Nuisance is rudest and ravishing grit. Losers unraveling quick. Used to get unruly with Brucey down on trapping in 6. I'm back for another lap through the tap and I'm crashing the whip. Kids wanna know about where it went down. Back before Tack was a heroin town. Back when old champ was a derelict clown with a very big crowd like a pyramid mouth. Wow, look at me now. Look at them truckers, I'm putting the hook straight down. Crooked frown, rookie sound, Wookie when I took the crown. Evolving the haiku from peaking to Raichu. We glide right through the speakers, beats like bright true. We in the lab, cracking beakers, active teachers. While you sit in the back with ass and bleachers. It'll last, you'll never last, so alas with attractive features.
This is the love, the West End, bold and true as the sky. Those that keep it will prosper, not for those who break it, they die. This is the love, the West End, etched in stone from on high. Those that keep it will prosper, not for those who break it, they die. Ooh, oh, back down. I'll live and die in my time. Here goes time, tag town. Cup union nap to rest and wait until dusk meets day.
rotted, now committed to the ground, dust to dust, and ashes to ashes, shall be raised in a perfect form, united to the Spirit, which is gone to God. The grace of the Lord Jesus Christ, the love of God, and the communion of the Holy Ghost.
Worst comes to worst.
Oh yeah, thanks. I was forgetting that we were back from songs. See, I didn't write these down. That could be a problem.
It is the Halloween podcast.
Yep. Lucky for me, all the songs that we played are right in a row, right there on that list. We just played a song, speaking of Halloween. The song was called Halloween by Green Apple Quickstep. We also played Tacoma Ghost Stories by Hypnotics, The Witch by Lucky Me, Carol Sin by Before Christ, and Devil by Roman Holiday.
Woo!
Yep.
Ginger doesn't like the little Baileys.
The jingles.
Yeah, and she's trying to take a nap. And
Yeah.
Mama keeps,
Screwing it up.
screwing
You
it
poor
up
dog.
for her.
You poor dog. I know, I understand you. It's okay.
Oh, she
It's
baby.
okay.
Oh, so well, Ginger, can Mama tell her story? You gonna let Mama talk? Okay, so last weekend we went up to Washougal, and well, I always say up, down.
Yeah, it's definitely not up.
Down to Washougal. Okay, so we were down there and we had fun. So we went to a pumpkin patch in Portland, and it had a few barns, and each barn had like different market things, and like just shops and stuff. So you could buy fruit, vegetables, cider, whatever you think of. And it was all cement, which people are like, that's not fun. But honestly, it was fantastic because we had the wheelchair, and I've never been to a pumpkin patch where Chris can actually go around, which was really fun.
Yeah.
And they had all of their they picked certain pumpkins and they had them placed up where we were. But if you really, really wanted to go pick out pumpkins, you could take a little hay ride and go down to their barn area and go pick some out over there. So that was kind of neat. But we were on a mission because my grandma had posted a picture of a pumpkin man. So it looked like a gardener kind of guy leaning over, but he was made from pumpkins. And so we kind of did the same thing. And it was really fun to do. He had little warts on his face, and we put some farmer clothes on him and a hat, and he looked really good. So next year, though, we're going to up the ante. We're going to make a whole family. So, but it was a lot of fun. What else did we do? Oh, there was a huge fire by my dad's house.
Yeah, the whole hillside.
Oh yeah, I saw that
Yeah.
post you guys made. That's
That
nuts.
was crazy.
Yeah.
You tell them about that, Chris.
We just, I mean, you could go outside. You could go outside of the house, and on their property, they have a big barn. It's a red barn. It's one of those. It's like not like your typical barn where it's like all curved on the top. It's just like a metal shed barn type thing, and you look over the top of it, and it was probably about like 6-7 miles away. The entire hillside was on fire. It was just because it was dark outside, and so it's just like black, red, and it was just all red, and you could see the flames and stuff, but you could see little flashing lights, so you could see that there was some sort of emergency vehicle up there. But you couldn't really tell what type of vehicle it was or anything like that. It was pretty. I mean, you know, it's far away, and it was obscured by the lights of the flames and from the smoke and stuff. There was a lot of smoke.
Well, the update was that it started by they think it was one of those motorbike accidents, like dirt bikes. It caught on fire, and it's been so freaking dry. So, and that's all. It really is mostly just, you know, woods. But it is near all these, you know, towns and homes and stuff like that. But they let it. The problem was they kept letting it burn. And so even as yesterday, it's only 10% contained. Oh. So it's been burning still. It's just burning. So it's sad. Because all that, you know. I think of the animals. I also think of the people. But, I mean, animals. Where are they going to go? Yeah. The whole shit's burning up.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was the downer part.
Yeah, we were all preparing to bug out and stuff, and
we're gonna go
open the gates because you got an alpaca and llama and stuff, and sort of trying to figure out, okay, we got to open the gates and stuff.
And before people say,
I was all saying, I'm getting the chickens. I'm putting the chickens in the car.
Before
chickens
everyone says, don't you have trailers? Can't you get them all? Listen, if you own a farm, you try to get a 400-pound pig to go into a trailer when you want it to.
We had beer.
You know what I mean? It doesn't always work out that way.
And you may say, why did you say you had beer? Because that was the only thing that got that damn pig into the trailer to begin with.
Yes,
was a beer, a PBR.
Yeah.
But literally, it's not. I want to educate on this a little because I feel like this happens a lot. You see something like that, and you're like, you know, people's houses are burning, and they have to leave their horses or whatnot, and all the comments on, you know, Facebook or whatever, the negative. How could you not have taken them? How could you? Yeah. It literally comes down to your life. Yeah. So you got to choose between your family's life and animal's life, which that's a hard decision to make, but which one are you gonna make? You know? Yeah. And you can have all the equipment and trailers in the world, but like I just said, if they don't want to go, they're not gonna. And if there's a situation where they're feeling that, it's only gonna enhance that feeling for them. And so when you see someone just open their gates and let them go, it's really for a reason.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's better than leaving them trapped. And, you know, like, for any situation that you're in like that, like, oh, I'm in this situation and you let them go, well, then someone's going to bitch that you let them go. Oh, you let them locked them up, well, then they'll bitch that you left them locked up. You took them and you risked your life, well, they'll bitch because you risked your life, you know, for those stupid things.
How could you risk your own life for a cow? Yeah. Yeah. You know, it's just
and I'm not saying that some are worse or better necessarily than others. Some obviously are, but nonetheless, unless you're in this situation, you don't know how you'll act. And even if you do, you're not at them. You don't know how they'll act. They're different than you. Yeah.
Especially dealing with such different kinds of animals, because they have, you know, llamas, goats, alpaca, chickens, cow, not a cow, but a pig. They just have a whole bunch of different animals. So, yeah, it's hard to navigate, but it was pretty scary. I don't like fires. The last time we were that close to a fire was when a wildlife refuge island was on fire in Montana.
Oh yeah, that was in Montana.
And they just had to let it burn because they had already
they already did
it like 4
airdrops.
times.
but it just kept reigniting because there was more lightning. It just kept lightning and
Yeah.
stuff. So,
Oh no, King Kong's dead.
King Kong.
You know,
How's everybody's pictures going?
it's going.
Is it going good? I'm almost done.
Well, you know.
Kinda, I guess.
I'm starting on the second one just because.
Thank you.
Second one.
Yeah, there's an extra.
What was a spare?
A spare. But Halloween's on a Monday this year, so
That's weird.
Definitely gonna be working. 100%. I just hope no kids come and try to play tricks on the school while I'm there in the dark. That's the one thing that gets me. There is these two kids the other day that I was outside cleaning the outdoor gym, and it was dark because I have to wait till the end of the night now. Because usually there's sports going on or something, and I don't need to be in there when they're in there. So I just wait till the end of the night. But there's these two kids on the bike, and I swear I thought the bleachers, like I was like, man, are the bleachers freaking moving by themselves? Like, am I pressing a button or like what the hell's going on? Because it just sounded like rumbling of bleachers, but they were going to the doors that I had already locked, and they were rattling them, and I didn't. It took me a second. And I tried to tell them that they couldn't be out there because they couldn't, because it was construction, but they didn't listen. You know how it works.
Yeah.
So yeah, story of my life as a custodian.
Well, I know as a youngster, something that often attracted me was construction.
Yeah.
New construction. I'd be like, look
yeah.
at that. I'm going to go over there.
They're on their bikes doing tricks. Like they're literally going over the caution tape. Like that's their goal. And I'm watching them going, oh my god. But there's also a limitation on how much I'm going to say.
See, so like I just remember specifically I lived in Spanaway in junior high, and there were cul-de-sacs and lots that were vacant that they'd occasionally start building a house on. And so once I was investigating this house that was being built, the frame was up and stuff, and I kept going back every few days, and it was neat. And
Come here, boo.
I was in the garage one day, and I found keys to the house on a nail in the garage. And I'm like, huh. And so I took a hammer, and I pulled those keys off.
Yeah.
And I took one of the keys, and then I put the rest back and nailed them back. And then I had a key to the house. So then once the house was done, I could go back in. And sure as shit, I did. This was just like in my neighborhood, like 3 houses down from me. And I went in there and I spent the night several times. I used the microwave several times.
That's funny.
Did a couple other things. It was great.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Hilarious.
Yep.
Oh, nothing wrong with that.
It was innocent juvenile fun.
Sometimes you just do things.
Yep. I mean, I don't advocate it. It's not something we should be doing.
Just kidding.
But I was a kid.
I was joking.
I was a kid. I did did a lot of stupid things.
Don't need moms on my back.
Oh, I can't even go into half the stories from when I was kids because I was too stupid. I'm just glad there wasn't camera phones like they have nowadays.
Yeah,
because
we would have filmed it. Yeah.
Man, yeah.
Well, honestly, we've had to call the cops a lot lately. It's insane.
Yeah. Really?
I just, like, when I was in school, we had lots of fights. I will say there was lots of fights. But it was always before or after school. And it was always, like, on the bus loop or something. You know, it was always where there was people at. So, obviously, you couldn't fight for very long. Throw, like, 2 punches and then, you know, you're interrupted by somebody telling you to stop. Which I feel like that's why a lot of these people choose places like that. Because, you know, they're like, oh.
Well, it's because they want people to see.
Yeah, and they want people
They want to
see.
be cool.
But we did have so many fights. But never to the point of police.
Boy, I saw some just fucking amazing fights at school.
Really?
Like, the Spanaway Junior High was kind of, I guess, a tough school. I don't know. You know, there was some tough kids that went there.
Right.
So when I was in 8th grade, there was a couple 9th graders, Chokdi and Zach. Seems like I've probably told this story on the show before, but
Recap.
Chokdi Chongraksa and Zach Smith. I don't remember his name. It's probably Smith though. White guy. They were sitting next to each other in lunch. They were both rockers. They were both stoners. They were both kind of like on the outs of the school, on the fringe, and they're both sitting right in the middle of the lunchroom next to each other. I didn't know any of them personally. I'd played football just in the snow with Zach before. We were out running around, a bunch of kids.
Doing kids.
Yep. And Chokdi was the older brother of a girl I was in the same grade with. So that was all I knew about these guys, and they were tough stoners. So they're sitting there next to each other, and I was at a table adjacent to them with all of my friends, and all of a sudden, fight erupts.
Between them?
Just they were sitting right next to each other. Yes, and they were behind me, but one of them grabbed the other and slammed his head against the thing, the table, and then boom, they're just brawling, and the lunchroom was packed, and this was the center of the lunchroom, and the kids just fanned out like it was a stadium all around them. They're up on the table, standing up, like
whoa, we gotta see this shit.
And there was a big circle around them while they fought in this giant circle, and it seemed like it went on for a long time. It went on for at least 2 minutes or so, or more, while teachers tried to fight their way in to get to these kids.
Stop it.
They're trying to, and the kids are not letting them in. Like they're kind of trying to. That's
a very kid thing to do.
It's not that they're really trying to prevent it, but they're just all so into this fight, and like
we gotta see this.
Yeah.
And those two guys were brawling like hard, like it was like for their life.
Yeah.
And at one point, Chokdi grabbed Zach by the hair and bashed his neck into the table, crushing his
larynx.
Exactly, and he couldn't breathe, which caused him to freak the fuck out because he couldn't breathe, and then the teachers were trying to subdue him while Chokdi blazed. He got out of there. He got picked up by the cops later that day.
What happens when you break your larynx? Like, what happens exactly?
Crushing it you can suffocate.
You can suffocate. You could lose your voice. Your ability to talk.
So, like, he couldn't breathe. Did he make it?
He did. Absolutely. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, did he die? Like, damn.
No, it was just
holy shit.
Crazy fight though. And it's so weird though. The next year on the same day, this very tough girl Wendy beat the Wendy Brown, I think her name was, beat the shit out of a dude.
She sounds kind of tough.
She was tough. Yeah, she was like she was what you would say. Oh, she's gonna grow up and be a softball player.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
You remember Teresa?
Maybe
Teresa Hill. She was like.
Was that the one who taught you how to drive?
I was living in
Is that
Willow
the
Hill
one?
Apartments on the side of halfway down South Hill.
Is she the one who taught you how to drive?
Yes. Yeah, but he wouldn't know that. But I was going out with Lisa at the time.
Okay.
At the same apartments, but I was living.
Yeah. I was never around any of that. I don't remember any of them.
Oh.
Yeah.
That was a different part of
I thought
your
you knew
life.
this one girl that lived down.
I might have known her.
Yeah. Well, you met her. I mean, if you, she was like.
Anyway, was there a point?
Yeah. She. What were we talking about?
What are we talking about, Ashlee? We forgot. We're old and stoned.
Literally talking about people beating each other up. That's
Fights.
Oh yeah. But she, was a powder puff football player that enjoyed breaking legs and arms.
Yeah, that's no fun.
So she only played for a very short period of time because she kept getting in trouble.
Yeah.
And it was just like
That's
ultra violent.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's like I there are people who engage in activities for those reasons. Like,
Yeah.
you know, jocks who want to punish other people, or skinheads who come to concerts to punch people. It's like, it's just their
Yeah.
thing.
They go in the mosh pit just to punch people and stuff, and
I hate that.
yeah.
I just couldn't imagine living life and wanting to hurt people so much.
Yeah.
It's terrible. There's better things to do in the world.
Mhm.
Let's love. Let's love.
Well,
We're almost done here with Mr. Frankenstein and so do we got one more song round?
Wait, we got more songs whenever you're ready. We
All
can do
right,
it whenever.
I think we're ready for one more song round, folks.
all right, let's do some more songs.
All right.
And I could pay. Whoa, shit, that's loud. That scared the hell out of me.
The dog, too.
Go through life
darkness could be allowed. With no light left on, I didn't realize I was alone. I just fumbled in the dark. Where do we go from here? And where did you go from here? Where did you go? When the bottom dropped out, so scared. If I don't know who I am to you, I don't know who I am. Do I even know?
Strange and all. what's a goon to a gobbler?
Welcome to a Friday night with City Hall. Pretty girls hit my celly, but I missed the call. I've been in the lab, we getting shit done. But I've been nursing IPAs, the homie's on his fucking 6th one. When the zombies show, I'll be singing in the rain, smoking kill with a shotty in my poncho. Ready to go to war, I got my ammo up at Costco. Bad fucking bitch on my side to manage my pop flow. Yeah, and I ain't running for no hills. Always win against the grain when practicing fire drills. Man, it's me, bitch. I'ma fight a fucking vampire. Roll Team Edward up and throw him in that campfire. Shit, you like street fashion? That's nice. I like pants with elastic and fist fights. Good weed, keep me flying like Falcon on air flights. Give a fuck about a blog site saying my shit's nice. I might, burn a boutique down. Start a fire at a snapback hats and prom gown. Sell the fuck out in ditch town. To all the local promoters and shitty venues, I'm burning that bridge down. Bye. Yeah, I'm too cool for this shit. And if the world's about to end, I'm putting moves in your bitch. My hands glued to her tits. Freddy Krueger the 5th. Punching harder than your alcoholic father in a mosh pit. Bitch, young Biff when I hit the streets. I put weed in a Swisher Sweet when I'm on the beach. Things good, getting money, now she wanna leech. I feel like socking Lorena Bobbitt in the fucking teeth. Damn, I got domed by a vegan chick. Now she eating bacon burgers after Reaper hits and asked me who I'm beefing with. I told her one thing. Fuck vampires. Vampires.
He's like, he's a real boomer. Like, if you saw him, you'd be like, oh.
But see, that's what that he reels you in. He's trying to reel you in.
Yeah, and he does. But to the point where I resent him for it and don't watch his videos because of his tactics.
Too slow.
Yeah, it's just like, well, and it's just I don't like the manipulation.
Well, there's a couple that I used to watch all the time.
Yeah.
And it was because they seemed to be genuine, and I really liked them as a couple and like the stuff that they were posting. And a lot of it just had to do with like things that they did at their house, where they're moving to. I just liked them. But then it was just like, they do a lot of pranks on each other. And the first couple pranks are like, okay, that's, you really fucked her up with that, like saying you're going to break up with her or whatever. You really messed her up. But it was all for the prank.
Yeah.
But then, like, literally, it was like every 2 weeks. Charles breaks up with me for this. Or, Alyssa is gonna break up with me for this. Or just something stupid. And I'm just like, literally, it's the same video over and over and over and over and over.
Yep.
Or, this chick called your phone. And you're like, where did these videos? What hole are you down?
It's manufactured. Yes, it's like we've got to come up with something. It's got to be better, or at least good enough to keep the thing going. Yeah, it's like
It's annoying.
Yeah. Like I was aware of this when we started, and I never wanted to be that. It's like I don't want to put that pressure on me.
No.
Or anyone. I was like,
it's because then you have to do it. You have to.
Yeah.
And you don't have to.
Yeah, and I've told that. Same with, it just comes down to like saying the dates of songs. It's like, and I've tried to work that into the thing, but it's like, it does add such another layer of stuff. It's like, because I don't know the dates of every song.
Right.
I don't. Like,
and
I don't.
It's hard to find that sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just find the song and you're good.
And I'm wrong about enough stuff as it is. I'm keeping track of enough stuff. Like, now, those dates are on a lot of stuff. They're on a lot of our stuff. Because I'm trying to get better and more specifically nail all that stuff down, but even still, it's another thing for me to do for the show, and another thing that for people to expect. They should expect this
casualness, but we got to.
Yep. We might get a little more professional. We might get things. Chris might stop sniffing into the mic, or we might get a mute button for him.
I might get a button.
Yeah.
I love you, Chris. And I will say, this whole entire podcast, I noticed my microphone was in.
Most of it, yeah. It's going to be a mixing nightmare.
I'm sorry!
I was so distracted by the painting thing that,
It's okay. Yeah. It's all right. This was not so bad, really. So we just heard some songs. We heard Fuck Vampires by Evergreen One.
Yeah.
That's the song we heard. Then we heard a whole bunch of songs about ghosts. Let's see. What songs did we hear? They're on here somewhere. Oh, there they are. Down there.
She's killing me right now with that.
The Wine. We heard Charlie Drown. Oh no, that was way at the end though. We heard City of Spectres doing Ghost Story featuring Tony Reed. We heard Ghost Light by Ben Nix, Ghost Town by Deadly Nightshade Botanical Society, and Ghost by Charlie Drown. That was what we heard. Those are the songs. Now we know. Yep. Let's all share our projects here.
All right. Well, I finished my Franken Man. He's going to go on my Halloween Christmas tree.
I think Ashlee wins Halloween.
Well, he was pre-done, though. I just painted him.
You painted him better than we painted our things, though.
I did a bat.
I like his face.
I did a
That's
pumpkin.
really cool, too.
I did this thinking of rat rods and stuff like that.
I like
That's
it.
kind of my
Spooky.
thing. Yeah.
We've got fall, autumn, Spookyville, and a very, very cute kids ornament of Frankenstein. It's
That's right.
perfect. I loved it. I can't believe it's been another year already.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's insane. They go by so fast. They just go by. The
It's almost
years
tax
are
season
long.
again.
Wait. The days are long. The years are short. And I'm going to tell you guys right now before anyone says anything about this eye patch, because I know I didn't talk about it on the podcast. I don't know about you guys, but if you have eyelashes or actual eyeball there, it's very hard to wear eye patch. It's very uncomfortable.
Well, the flat ones.
It's uncomfortable.
'Cause the
Don't
real ones
don't
are
get a
kinda
pretty
like a
one
dome.
that's flat. Advice right now: get the cup. If you're gonna wear one, get the cup.
Don't
because
get the dollar store
this
ones.
dollar
Get the other
patch is just gonna have to hang right above the eye here. Yeah.
Oh.
And then I was trying to go for like the dirty look, you know, like the end of like Pirates of the Caribbean when everyone's like done, and everyone's just kicked ass. You
Yep.
know? That's kind of what I was going for.
I think he sold it.
Thank you.
Yep.
And Chris is going for the same thing, but he looks more like Creedence Clearwater Revival.
what?
Is that the band? Wait, which band was
Black
it?
Rose.
Black Rose.
Oh, way off.
Well, I
You
usually,
can be in the Doobie Brothers also.
I had
Jesus is just
a different way of doing it last time.
Jesus
It's because
is just
The duck
alright.
people.
Oh, yeah.
With the duck people. The duck guys.
Duck Dynasty?
Yes! Yes! Oh my God, babe, I love you, but you totally got the freaking Phil Robertson going on right now.
He would need a much bigger beard to be
Yes,
the
I
Duck
would need
Dynasty.
I love this
I would
shit.
need it.
I swear, I'm gonna be all about Christopher right now. I love this. I love the look. You know, like when you get excited when your partners dress up. I really like this on him. I like the pirate, and I like the wild western looks. Yep. I just had to throw that out there. Sorry. But you know, sorry, Ginger's almost done. But there is funny. There is this really popular radio station in Washington, and it's a couple, and it's just interesting how they do the
Oh, that
radio.
one?
Well, I think I'll just say it's Jubal in the morning, and him and his girlfriend do like a morning radio show, and they talk about like their life, like them, you know, going to bed and like watching a stupid movie, or they talk about their kids, or you know, so it's just like it's interesting because it's a
I
radio
thought you were
station.
talking about
But oh no.
the two moms.
Oh, okay. Before we go, if you ever watched the show Impractical Jokers, sadly, recently Joe left, and that was kind of a big thing for people, and people don't really want to watch Impractical Jokers anymore. But he is doing a podcast with this guy named Steve, I think, and he's just another comedian, and they call themselves Two Cool Moms.
Two cool moms.
Even though they're not two cool moms, but they are.
They don't
They're
have
two
kids.
cool moms.
They're nothing. There's two dudes.
They literally sell this because they're like, there's no other name because we talk to each other like we're giving each other motherly advice, and so they're just two cool moms is what they go by. But people call in, and it's like literally no problem, small or big, is too much of a problem for them. And so I'll give an example. One, because they're comedians, so the very first question was obviously going to be a funny one. And
Oh,
it was
God.
like, this woman calls in and she's like, "My husband won't stop making me smell his fingers." And so like they have to give her advice on like how to handle the situation. But it's so funny. But then there's the serious ones, or even though they're comedians, they have to fall back a little and answer the questions more organic and
Was their
honestly.
advice to make him smell her fingers?
So pretty much they're like, you either need to give him back, get him back.
Yeah.
But yeah, pretty much he would, probably touch his butt.
Yeah.
And then
Give like while he's sleeping, give him a stinky Hitler or something.
but they said, man, this guy's like back in like 8th grade or something, because when's the last time you told someone to smell
I just
your
be packing
finger?
a tiny can of Lysol.
Ew.
Then every time he says do that, I go to spray his fingers.
I have said smell my
Smell like
finger, but
Lysol.
not for any other, like just because it's
You
funny.
can smell your own finger. It's a difference.
No, listen. The joke. There's a joke in like smell my finger.
Oh, I know. It's
Like,
disgusting.
It's a great joke.
It's disgusting.
It's a great guy's joke.
But seriously, if you're married and your wife has literally said, "Please stop. Please stop."
Yeah,
then
I agree.
You gotta stop.
I agree.
But yeah, it's just funny. Their advice was to do something worse.
But there's also like there's humor in pushing things a little too far and running something into the ground to a point. Like I used to. What was some of the things I used to say? If it was up your butt, it's just like I just say that all the time. Like, where's my keys? If they're up your butt,
I remember that saying.
I remember
that
that.
was actually a pretty
He's been
popular
doing that.
saying back then.
You did that a long.
That's not. It's not even. I don't hear that anymore. I used to hear that all the time.
Yeah, it's
That's
a good one.
funny.
It's classic.
Well, I used to have a habit of saying two words together that he would always harass me about, and I very rarely do it now.
I know it sucks.
What was it? I gotta hear it.
He would just say as a non sequitur or just in conversation, but fuck. Or butt fucking. And like I go,
and then he'd go, butt fuck.
Chris, you still kind of do that.
He does.
But I'm not around
He
him.
does.
Not around him. And
Now I'm like sitting there
and not
going,
as
he
that.
does that.
So
not that.
You do
as
that.
often
That's the thing
as
is
I used to.
I did this for like years and it ruined this whole bit that we could be doing on the show all the time. Right?
But fucking. Sorry, folks. Oh shit.
Yep.
That is fucking hilarious.
Well, he got me thinking about it, and then I realized actually how much I did it because I'd be around children and shit, and I'd be going, oh god.
Yeah.
I say that a lot. And then every time I would say it, as soon as it comes out of my mouth, I would hear it.
Well, I
would hear him say it.
Often he'd trail off too, and it'd just leave this space to say, and so I'd often just respond with the question, like, "Is that really what you mean, or is that butt fuck?" Like, who?
Oh,
It doesn't
what
seem
was
like
it?
the solution.
Up your butt and around the corner.
Yep.
That was the one. That was the one we would always
Up your
say.
butt with coconut.
Ooh, I haven't heard that one.
Yeah.
That's a new one for me. Yeah, up your butt and around the corner. That was it. You smelt it, you dealt it. That's still around. I still believe
Well, I
that's
heard
not
Hitler's got a pineapple up his butt. Or was that a movie?
I don't know.
I think that's a movie. That's
Was he a swinger?
no. I think it's a
Sorry, I had to throw in the
I
pineapple.
want to say it's a Monty Python thing, but I don't know. That might be
Don't
more
come for
than
me.
Monty Python.
I was joking.
But yeah. Or maybe it's some obscure cartoon or something. But I don't know. Anyways.
I think we're done.
Yep.
Bye.
See you,
Do not
everybody.
open. Do not enter. And if you go to the morgue, there's definitely a ghost tapping on your shoulder.
And have a safe Halloween.
Yep.
And
Like, subscribe.
go to the store and buy your kids candy instead of trusting shit out there. The world's crazy out there.
What advice? What? Let your kids go
But trick or
trick-or-treating.
treat. Trick or treat. But
Let your kids go trick-or-treating. Just
buy
check
them
their
separate
candy.
candy.
Be good parents.
Let them go trick or treating. You eat
Check
their
your candy.
there you go. Yeah.
Be good parents.
Yep.
All right.
Peace
like,
out.
subscribe, follow us on all the things. Bye.
my friend, I might bother the most. When I come back, yes, I might just haunt you, and you won't know what to do. When I come back, I might move things around like a chair. When you go to sit down. Your cock keys, your ladder, your cigarettes too. Your wife and a pair of your favorite shoes. When I come back, I might haunt you. I might haunt you. I might not be very nice. When I come back, I might haunt you. I might haunt you. I might be a poltergeist. Come back, well, I might be a bee, and if I am, I'll fly into your bonnet. When I come back, hell, I hope I'm not a cat, but if I am, I'll get your tongue and I might shit upon it. When I come back, well, I might be a snake. You might find me out there in your grass. When I come back, well, I won't be a rabbit, but a wild hair somewhere up your ass. When I come back, I might haunt you. I might taunt you. I might not be very nice. When I come back, I might haunt you. I might taunt you. I might be a poltergeist. Chains or a spirit that's free. Someday you'll figure it out. I think that's what they said. But what if you're still undecided even after you're dead?
Calcified
from an acidic sea. Your skeleton bones, ashes and dust. I'll carry you home. Pennies for your thoughts. Our love can't be bought. Bouquets of desert flowers, wilting in summer's hour. Carve our name into a tree. Your skeleton bones, ashes and dust. I'll carry you Your skeleton bones, I'll take you home. Ashes and dust. I'll carry you Your skeleton bones, I'll take you home. Ashes and
I'm feeling still healing. I had the faintest idea. This is what I feel. My forever is gonna unravel and come undone. Forever morning can't sleep. I toss, I turn, drop some loose and dark. I drink it in the dark. Can't get the taste of you out of my mind. St. Clark. I drank it in the dark. Can't get the taste of you out of my mouth. Taste of you out of my mouth. I got your parting gift in the mail today. Not my idea of a happy birthday. It was never about the money, no, the finer things. It was always about you, honey, and that you were my gift. It was always about you, honey. It's always about you, honey. I take the L on this one. You choose her, but it still burns. And I should've known you'd break my heart, but I couldn't see the end from the start. And I'm stupid 'cause I do it all again. Oh my God, here it goes, the nightmare of my heart. And it's so dark, I feel so weak. So weak. And it's so dark, and I can't sleep. And it's so dark, it cuts so deep. So deep. The nightmare of my heart. But I'm good. 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 But I'm good.
pentagram.
The pentagram. The sign of the beast.
Even a man who's pure in heart and says his prayers by night
May become a werewolf when the wolfbane blooms and the moon is full and bright.
he's a werewolf.
No, not him. Not Larry. You're lying.
Well, I can't go out tonight, 'cause the moon is full, things are getting hairy. She talks about choices, well, that means nothing to a man like me. Come on. Well, I can't make no promises. I'm gonna lose my self-control. She talked about curses, well, on her hands of pentagram. Whoa, no! And before I know it, I was down on all fours. If you knew better, you would lock your door. Don't go out tonight, 'cause the moon is full and things are getting scary. She talks about gypsies, well, just your silver bullet will set me free. So come on, 'cause before I know it, I was down on all fours, howling at the moon till my voice went wrong.
tonight, for waking me back into real life. For a moment I was happy, reminiscing memories, but still we share the covers under a blanket of consolation. We were high like satellites. We were high like satellites. It's too late to go to sleep. How we are determined everything. Way too early to wake up and way too late to go to sleep. We'll be the only left standing at the end of this party. The black light reflects off your eyes as they're staring into mine. For a second I could see a collage of my entire life. Right before my eyes, this time is real. It's too late to go to sleep. How we act determines everything. Way too early to wake up and way too late to go to sleep. We'll be the only left standing at the end of this party.
Trick shit, bitch.
Mafia, boy. Bang out.
I'm a block monster. I'm the reason why you're scared of the dark. The 12 gauge pumping fear in your heart. I'm a block monster. I be lurking and creeping with ghouls and goblins. That's time starving, so now we out eating. I'm a block monster. King of the concrete jungle. Hit you with just a couple, humble you in a scuffle. I'm a block monster. Point blank range. I ain't gotta say. Y'all know my clique. A young block monster, bitch. Lurking in the bushes. Called name curiosity. Killing off the dussies. I'll hop on your cookie if you gang bang goofy. Hit you so hard you wake up thinking you took a roofie. I'll be on loose 3 without G that told me.
If he get in swinging range, make that sucker no squeeze. If that sucker hold heat, then cock back and go squeeze. And when a hood rat asks for cheese, be like,
Oh please, I blow through for goblin robbing goons. Banana clipping baboons, always on one fast noon. Click clacking gas boom, more lead in the classroom. When we hear y'all turf flow, we gassing and mashing suckers on turbo. Then pump on the purple with some blue bandanas. Click fucking young boxers. All my niggas got hands, cuz. That's why you can't stand us. Keep shit mafia. Who got you scared of the dark? A black monster. I'm a black monster. I'm the reason why you scared of the dark. The 12 gauge pumping fear in your heart. I'm a black monster. I be lurking and creeping with goons and goblins. It's time starving, so now we out eating. I'm a black monster. King of the concrete jungle. Hit you with just a couple. Humble you in a scuffle. I'm a black monster. Point blank range. I ain't gotta say. Y'all know my clip bang.
I go hard. Get it in, paper chase. I'm in a snapback, blowing big, getting cake. Fuck the hate, cause jealousy's a female's trait. These niggas fake, so I stay far away. Thinking about the opposition and I go and clip him. He didn't even know I was coming till them shots hit him. Till them shots ripped him. Now his mama's crying, and his block missed him. Another victim. But oh well, you shouldn't have tried the low. Gun smoke if you try to loke, you know? Ha, I go in like I'm trying to stroke. Game sharp like a corner loke, you know? Ha, I'm fully focused, game tight, always loking on some real shit. Cause I'm from the hill. You know, I'm fully focused, game tight, always loking on some real shit. Cause I'm from the hill, bitch. You know?
I'm a black monster. I'm the reason why you scared of the dark. The 12 gauge pumping fear in your heart. I'm a black monster. I be lurking and creeping with goons and goblins. It's time starving, so now we out eating. I'm a black monster. King of the concrete jungle. Hit you with just a couple. Humble you in a scuffle. I'm a black monster. Point blank range. I ain't gotta say. Y'all know my click bang.
Mafia bosses hot boxing in the office. I smoke till I'm thoughtless like fuck with the costas. Medic weed bitch, so a nigga stay coughing. Ready to get it poppin'. I'm raw bitch, I'm rotten. A beast like the Loch Ness. Find me with the wolves serving zombies. Young niggas hungry, put the lami to your mommy. Empty out your purse, bitch, shit could get ugly. I'm clumsy, nerves bad, I kill you accidentally. In the town, be cautious where you're walking. Watch your lips when you're talking. Monsters come marching like Spartans. Bullets get to sparking. Leave your body in the harness, keeping mafioso mag bitch. Y'all know the motherfucking capo. Rolling with shoulders low, get my niggas bolo. Free my niggas bolo. Get everybody else locked.
psychic vampires will be right back into the town. Oh, I'm the one who's been bolted on the grandma range, but I went for. Get ready, duck right outside, grab some gun and got yourself now, hurry up. Gun, shots on some vampires, got them all stand tall, prepare for attack, grab crucifix, fight back. Vampires, little vampires, creeping all around. Vampires, psychic vampires, work your life back into the town. Oh, rock your way to the mud, you go with the vampire race, put on his pose. Get ready, defend yourself. Grab some garlic off your shelf now, hurry up. Duck Dynasty, I saw some vampires at the mall. Stand tall, prepare for attack. Grab a crucifix, fight back. Vampires, little vampires, creeping all around. Vampires, psychic vampires, look me like back in the town. Just don't know what I'm gonna do. All these psychic vampires running around town. They want my blood. They want my psychic energy, but I'm not gonna give it to them. Can't even walk through the park alone at midnight anymore. Looks like I'm just gonna have to leave town. Pack my bags and leave town.
There's a freedom that comes from being in the virtual world.
Музыка в стиле боксер-парти.
'cause we found it too. Like sin and hate, don't wake up now, because it's just too late. What's inside? You twisted away. You said you loved, but you left it buried. I'm in your mind, you were always away. I'm watching your thoughts, so won't go away. You cannot escape my brain, I'm in the sun. I'll always rule your mind until you die. Control your fate, what should I become? I'll leave a scar that no one can run. What's inside your twisted, your motherfucking head? You said you love, but you left it behind. I'm in your mind, you will always obey. Haunting your thoughts will never go away.
I am just a skeleton dancing here in spite of my bones. Do you hear the music playing louder as you're getting close to home? Somewhere in the dark you can see that it's a dream. Every little thing you used to be is now a part of me. Dance, money, dance. Let me see you build that bridge. Tell me there's a chance to find my way out of this. And if I'm stone pulled apart, let me breathe. Collecting all these broken little stars. dagger burn. Beat your little pride against the wall. Call and return as you watch the city start to fall. But I am afraid of the dark, what it brings. So call her by name and let her start to sing.
his conscience to rest. Jumped on the freeway on his way to find a boyfriend. He's gonna put a hole in his chest. Yes, and it was quick like cocaine. He said this won't hurt a bit. He said his conscience doesn't complain, 'cause he's not aware of it. No, he's not aware of it. And you can't trace shells to shotguns, and it seems like you can't trust no one. You'll find yourself right where the honesty was. Yeah, it's the same place the jealousy lurks. He's a honeymoon killer. Climbed into bed and loved her like a locomotive, just having cleaned up the mess. He never knew, so he could never have a motive, and she ain't gonna confess. Yes, and it was quick like cocaine. He said this won't hurt a bit. Yeah, he said his conscience doesn't complain, 'cause he's not aware of it. No, because he's not aware of it. He's a honeymoon killer. Yeah, he's a honeymoon killer. Yeah, he's a honeymoon killer. Yeah, he's a honeymoon killer.
From the Bay Area to the hilltops and thrills, the rumors gon' let y'all know the demons still dwell in the souls.
By now, shit been done, heard our story cursed. My temptation since a lifetime of purgatory worse. They put my mind in my trade, don't end up in a hearse. The demons coming all fashions, khaki suit and ties and skirts. Seem like we came to skip the crooked bubbles, hiding lights. Y'all can try to box in one man, but my whole team tight. All my level niggas get paid, make a deal with the devil. Promises for all the shots that things you did he renege. Shoot that brother, beat out sisters, how you gon' see me live? Leave me on the way to cruise, so I can raise more demon kids. Real knowledge, now that's who I be teaming with. They trying to exterminate the blast, but we don't quit. Got pain up in my chest, deep in the pit. 'Cause every day the test, devil scheming, just do that shit. I told you couple niggas that you go through hell with some bitch, but I'll never switch. Lord.
Let's travel to the land where the demons dwell, where niggas make a pocket, watch their pockets swell. Let's travel to the land where demons dwell. The devil's the shot caller, 1998 baller. Let's travel to the land where demons dwell, where niggas make a pocket, watch their pockets swell. Let's travel to the land where demons dwell. The devil's the shot caller, 1998 baller.
A young brother brought up deep in the heart of the hill. Hustled every day just to get a meal. So let's step back and take a look on his inside. A young black brother that was full of pride, but something clicked in his mind like a clip to a 9. So he said to himself, I gotta get mine. Off to the crib and slap on the cord. Now he's known around as the neighborhood drug lord. Only 18 and running things from back old ropes to diamond rings. He's paid. All he thinks about is that great shit. A black slave, but yet a white man statistic. So let's think realistic. Would you trade rich for broke? That's why he's slinging coke. Yeah, my brother's full of sin. Walking a yellow brick road to Walla Walla State Pen. But will he make it? His soul is up for sale, the devil will take it. For all the lives he wrecked, just to stay paid. My boy got killed in a drug raid. Death plus dope plus money. What does that equal? The root of all goddamn evil. Life is a trip and we all fail. Let's travel to a land where demons dwell.
There's no help, my mind's going crazy. One side of my soul trying to save me, the other's trying to be my worst enemy and break me down like a 6-star. We fit with hydraulics. Good and evil thoughts get tossed from my head like salad. Right now I wish I had the mallet, so I can smash stones. A ghost with their vocal tones in this microphone. Got they put the book was still an effort, but still got the record. People MC is bothered like a leopard. Sick thoughts pop in my brain. With a mental strain, hard for me to maintain my composure. That's what my nerves and it impulses to every limb. I can outthink every whim that my soul feels in. You better that you got blows and got your chin. Kaboom, yeah, just in the room and boom. Trapped with no escape. Lost in my mental state, sick, ain't it? You want a pretty picture, I can't paint it. Sight got my thoughts painted. All the evil that they what they do to me and you. Got my blood pressure boiling, it's time to buck up you. Like a meal do.
Yo, I told you guys to nigga that can drop. That's y'all know. Let's travel to the land where the demons dwell. When niggas make a pocket, watch their pockets swell. Let's travel to the land where demons dwell. The devil's the shot caller, 1998 baller. Let's travel to the land where demons dwell. When niggas make a pocket, watch their pockets swell. Let's travel to the land where demons dwell. The devil's the shot caller, 1998 baller.
Pop, 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 is all a nigga hears nowadays. No more fist fight, so I grab my SK. Cause I can't get caught slipping, niggas tripping, but I'm still giving out ass whippings. Yeah, that's my job, hanging out with sick niggas like Cleavebone and D-Rob. Yeah, you gotta have a pack when it's time to shack. 4 niggas rolling deep in a lack. But we looking for hoes, not foes. Living on that hilltop, anything goes. So we don't sleep, we just creep and watch for them one times. Cause they wanna take us from the sunshine. Yeah, I had this lame dope in 1992. Being broke was no motherfucking joke. Just ask my nigga Dre, niggas don't play. Now I gotta carry 2 straps every day to keep my ass from getting jacked. So the niggas from the DCP has got my back. And I'm chillin', a motherfucking villain. Niggas ODing off the shit that I'm dealing. The DCP won't quit till the tracks hit, so we can get paid and squash all that gang shit. Yeah, I'm all about my meal, trying to find a ticket out of here.
Close your eyes and grit your teeth. I'ma make this conflict brief. Raise the 206 nigga known to creep like a thief. Pull up the leaf cause we blazing amazing. How it's wrong, slip of the tongue. The light post is where your hung and swung. Just don't know what we capable of. Pack the heat on our hip, fuck running to pop the glove. Love just ain't a fact to cross it out of the game. Get burnt in the flames, cause the wild are never tame. Money is necessary, fuck with odds in your pay. Some fools get done for less, peep holes all in their chest. Fact of all the shit is niggas change with the times. Got hooked on guns, liquor and money and quick to put crime. So don't fuck with a nigga without shit to lose. Sagging down to his shoes, responsible for shit that's in the news. Seems to me that violence is in the human nature. Why instigate and make a nigga go retaliate? Let's get it straight, hilltop, don't raise no punks. Making fools wanna earn, cause they gon' smell it when we bring the funk. And at the end there won't be shit that's left, but they